And so, Patrick and Boann begin the journey, travelling along the stream of time and the ages. In this world, mystery and dream takes over and consumes totally. Eventually, the journey's end is realised. Patrick is about to experience the first stage of his visions.
Where are we? How long have we been travelling for?
Settle yourself, Patrick. Just try and accept what you see without criticism. It will be a test to your senses, so conserve yourself.
Who are you?
I am looking for my father and my brothers-in-arms. I have missed them, having been away for so long, and I have returned to find out of their whereabouts.
Where have you travelled from?
I have returned from Tir na nOg.
I have heard of this place, from other shepherds at the markets. It is nothing but a legend. It is impossible to return from somewhere that is fictional.
Maybe so, but here I am nonetheless. And you, where have you travelled from?
I have come from a future time, a true time beyond the now, and returned to this time, sent by God to understand my direction.
Sounds equally likely as my story. That's us even so. Anyway, I care not of small details about where you are from, but am only interested in the whereabouts of my family.
Describe this land of Tir na nOg to us. I am curious about it.
It is a land of unmistakable beauty, a land where everyone is eternally young and without illness. Plenty and shelter, endless feasts, a beautiful bride by my side.
Not immune from loneliness though as you return from it.
That's for sure. But there is one other thing that is most troubling to me about the place. The lack of struggle or sense of reward and achievement. In the beginning it was all fantastic. But as time went on, it became more and more difficult to experience wonder or joy. I need to feel like I have earned something once more, to feel fully alive.
Your parents are not likely to be alive. If this land seems now strange and alien to you, they are likely to have passed on.
As I feared, but I will continue my search to satisfy my curiosity for another while.
And then, are you to return to Tir na nOg?
I am not sure I belong there.
So your dilemma is compounded. Firstly, you miss the old world, your family and father, the fight and toil and struggle for life. And yet you are reluctant to return to a land of plenty and eternal youth. Truly you are a mixed-up soul, are you not? Why are you conversing with the swans as if they were human?
Because they are my children. Certain circumstance has forced me to leave them here at this lake, and I have to return to their father to inform him of their disappearance.
These swans are under a spell cast by this woman. She has been jealous of them and the attention they receive from their father, and hence they have been turned into the form of swans.
Correct, and now I must return and spin a story of their misfortune to their father. Obviously I cannot tell what I have done to them, so I will likely invent an accident that caused their demise.
Lies, cruelty, envy. How can you do all this to your own children, and meditate on a story such as this?
Stepchildren actually.
What good will come of this?
Extraordinary times call for extraordinary measures. They are lucky I have not killed them.
She hadn't the nerve to do it. They are instead swans, who will stay on this lake for a long time to come.
Is this not a barbaric sentence? Have you no heart?
At least they have each other and their beautiful voices to keep themselves and each other company. That is more than enough consolation, surely.
I have had enough of this place. It is a bizarre world, and one that is beyond my comprehension. I have my starting point. Let's return so's I may start my conversion of the Irish people.
Not just yet. Someone else approaches.
Pass the ball.
Okay, here, pass it back. Hey, should you not be in the river?
Indeed.
Who's your man beside the talking fish?
I am Patrick.
Just pretend that he has come from the sky.
Or the moon, maybe.
I am not from the sky, but the future. I have come back to learn from our mythical past, in order to learn where the people are coming from. What is your purpose in life, young man? Who do you serve, and what do you hope to accomplish?
That's easy. I serve my chieftain.
Me too. Whatever he says, goes.
That's about as complicated as it gets.
Fighting rival chieftains, gathering food,
Looking after horses, training, parties and feasts.
and plenty of hurling.
And your gods, who do you worship?
That would be several gods really.
It depends on the seasons, and the favors we need fulfilled.
If the harvest is lean, we give offerings to Dogada.
Or thank Morrigan for a good year of battle.
Is it not Bridget you pray to for that?
Not sure. There are so many of them, and they differ like the games and languages around the country.
Like card games. Rules are turned upside down as soon as you go to the next village. Oh yes. And we praise and worship all the land. All rocks, hills, trees and animals are all alive and full of the spirit of the land.
What if I were to tell you there is only one true God? What would you say to this?
I would say that you would have some persuading to do in order to get the other gods to move aside.
Imagine if the tributes were to stop.
The snakes wouldn't be too pleased at all.
Snakes. Don't you see that this is just a superstition?
Does your one true God demand the same things as our many ones do?
Yes, he has demands.
Does he insist on rituals and keeping of laws?
Yes, of course.
Can we serve him, obey him and fight for him the way that we do for a chieftain?
You can even do both.
It would have to be up to the chieftains. They have their favorites, and have their temples. And of course there are the high priests also. They would have to move aside.
Does your god like sport?
What about days off? If there were an issue about taking things easy with your god, then I'm afraid it is a deal breaker for me.
Me too.
The true God likes ardent effort, and values productive work. There is no reward in heaven for those who refuse to honor him with honest work.
What? You mean that is the whole point of living? To work and to honor him?
Weren't you supposed to work to live, live to eat and all of that?
I'm afraid that there is no reward in doing nothing. But fear not, once you start working, you will feel the value in it, and never look back once.
You wouldn't have time to look back once by the sounds of things.
Sounds like the type of a god that could make good use out of folk with those sort of beliefs top of the list.
It might sound harsh, but it is the truth, and as such will set you free. I don't know how else to explain it to you.
Allow us to explain our point of view to you first. Then you might convert to our way of living.
Hey Satanta, don't you mean eat to live rather than live to eat?
you should care a great deal. It is the truth I am telling you.
Aw, thanks, but no thanks for now. Our life is simple as it is. I usually need to lie down after I have to think for more than a minute.
Hey, we are after spending quite a while talking to you, a man we have never met before, nor know anything about.
You're right. He could be some sort of spy, or sorcerer even.
No.
I never thought of that. Maybe we should attack him to see if he is human, and his fish friend, too, and see how they react to this.
Attack? I am just spreading the good news.
Let's have a look at your new sword in action, Satanta.
Patrick, it is time to return. Make haste.
But I must convert them, or at least plant the seed.
Too late. Come.